All right, we're here at the Anthenaeum in Pasadena, and we're going to just take you through all the layout options for event here for wedding, ceremony, cocktail, and reception. So this is the back of the building, and the reception is typically right in there. We have two options for ceremony. The first option is out in this lawn area, and the bride and groom and the officiant are under the tree where those folks are currently taking a nap. And there is power available right under the tree. I think there is also power available along the building, and there's definitely power right over here on the wall. The second option for ceremony is right here. Bride and groom would walk up this pathway right up the middle. Guests would be seated right here, and the bride and groom and officiant would be right up on the steps centered. So DJ would typically be set up just off to the side so that they can look down the ramp and have clear line of sight to the wedding coordinator to cue them. Incidentally, for DJs and bands, loading is just right up this pathway. The parking lot is right in the front of the building, and there's a ramp that gets you up to the reception area. So once the ceremony is over, guests are asked to walk around the front of the building, and they go inside to the cocktail hour, which I'll show you in a moment. But this is the reception area, and again, there's ample power in each corner of the little sunken floor here. Sweetheart table is typically right over here. DJ typically goes right in the center here, and then dance floor would be just right in this space, and then they do round tables all the way around inside the columns, and then on the other side of the columns if guests require it, if it's a high guest count, that is. And we'll just take you over and show you. There is one other room option for reception, which is the space just inside here. This isn't used a lot. They are telling me about 80% of the receptions actually happen out here, but it is an option. And this is the front entrance to the building, and this is typically where cocktail hour is. So you can see they're setting up the bar right here. This is most often the cocktail hour. One note on cocktail hour. So one note about reception, because the cocktail hour and the bar is in a completely separate location, we do often recommend to guests that they consider adding a satellite bar out here, maybe place it along here. Otherwise, what happens is anytime people need drinks, they have to leave this space, and then if enough people are drinkers and they leave, then we end up with an empty dance floor, and there's nothing the DJ can really do to combat that because it's a pretty cozy room over there and everybody will often filter out. So that's pretty much it. That's the setup here at the Anthenaeum in Pasadena. Okay, so we're here at the Anthenaeum in Pasadena, and this is the reception area. And we're just going to do a pan shot of the room. This room can look great with uplighting, but it would require a fair amount of uplights. There's 20 columns in total. So you could do single-sided up the front here so that the lights are visible to everyone sitting inside the room. And that would take exactly 20 to do all of these columns. Or you can do double-sided, and you could do one on either side of the column. But then, of course, that would require a lot more lights. They also recommend, to give it a little more dimension, what might work is to do single uplights up the front of the column and then do uplights 1, 2, 3, 4 on the back wall, and do so you actually have 2 sets of uplights, which would give more depth and dimension to the room. So to do complete and total uplighting for the back walls and the pillars, there's 20 pillars, and we would need roughly 16 to 18 uplights. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Either side of that little painting, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.